Nah, I'm not a big demo fan. I like to just play a game once it's out. Enjoy the Madrinas. Whoever just got Madrinas. I don't know why I couldn't see it. Ah, word. Comes out on the 25th. Nice. Leave my little swirly guy here. Yeah, let me wash this airplane. I still feel like I've got a weird void inside of me ever since finishing Baby Steps. Like there's still some stuff I want to do, but feeling like I finished the game, I'm like, oh. Like it's just got me like a little sad. But there's just like not a whole lot else out there I feel like playing right now. I've been having a good time with Deadlock, but I like that mostly because I'm playing a game with friends. You know, I don't think I would have a lot of fun solo in that game. Hi, Boba. Hello, Mr. Cat. Oh, you're so beautiful. It is a nice, cozy one. I just my problem is just needing to be able to talk about stuff. And I was hoping that with the last 2 days off, I'd have more to talk about. But I think I've already talked about everything. I got nothing left. I will say I was reading a streamer Discord, and someone mentioned that they were going to the Blurp after party at TwitchCon, and I really thought they were like making a joke. Oh, tell her and I said hi. I don't know what the fuck Blurp is, but apparently there's a Blurp after party at TwitchCon. It sounds fake. It sounds made up. No, do you know what Blurp is? It's Blurp. Good old Blurp. Ah, okay, okay. Ah, Blurp. Well, apparently Blurp's having a TwitchCon party. Yeah, very nasty plane. Extremely nasty plane. That's fair. Yeah, it's one of those I get like minor TwitchCon FOMO. I'm bummed out I'm not gonna get to like hang out with people. That's really all it is. I feel like unless they come to the East Coast, I ain't meeting anyone else in the Goo crew ever. And that makes me sad. I'm gonna be Gooless for the rest of my life. GooCon at Disney? I don't know if I'd ever go back to Florida at this point. Yeah, I would have to get out to LA, which God, I told Goo Crew that I'm mad that they live in LA because I used to be able to say that LA was just like a shit place full of shit people. And now I have to add the caveat of like, well, the Goo Crew's there. It makes me so sad. But nah, someday I'd get out there and visit people. But like they're the only reason why I'd want to go to LA. Anytime I've had in LA is always just I I don't think I was born for the West Coast. Ah, shit, I've really only traveled for business stuff, honestly. I don't think I've taken a single trip that wasn't either a family trip or Twitch related. Yeah, it would just be cool to go see friends. That's how I feel about TwitchCon too, though, just in general. Like, I've had fun hanging out at TwitchCon, but I don't think it's ever done anything tangible for my streaming career. Yeah, yeah. I'd definitely love to hang though. Yeah, I gotta decide if I'm doing my shooting competition on Saturday or not. I am signed up for it. I think I have until Friday to cancel, like Friday morning. I'm trying to figure out if the last one was actually physically demanding or if I just had COVID. I'm sure it's a bit of A and a bit of B. But I keep thinking, like, was the sitting around sweating and shaking at the shooting tournament just because I had COVID? I think the answer is maybe. It just might be. Tomorrow I have, so for anyone who didn't hear about my fucked up week last week, extremely long story short, well, not really, the whole thing, but I was going to a place to get checked for, they were going to check my hormone levels, because my hormones are a thing I have not had checked since I was a kid, and when I was a kid they were fucked up, and they wanted to treat it medically, but I was too young, and then just kind of never followed up on it. So I went to a place that was like, we'll do your blood work. And then tell you if you need it, and then we'll also sell it to you. And then they stabbed me in the hands and arms and couldn't get my blood. And the blood work was supposed to be free as part of the consultation. So they sent me to a quest and they wanted $350. So I walked out. But the place where I do my weight management stuff just sent me an email yesterday talking about how they're having discounts because they now do testosterone replacement therapy. So I'm going to see if they could check my shit. And then go from there. I also want to see, so the place I went for the hormone stuff also does weight loss shit. It all feels like scam stuff, honestly. But they also do weight loss management. And I was like, oh, I've got some friends who have like really good, they do really well on Manjaro. And the price for Manjaro from them would have been $1,600 a month. So I had to go ahead and say no to that. Had to say no to that. So I'm going to see what the price is at my place. I bought a year's worth of generic semaglutide from them, but I wonder if the shit just sucks. Like, some weeks I feel like it's great, other weeks I feel like it's done nothing. And it does just come from a pharmacy in Florida that looks like it isn't real. So all I know is I've had 2 different friends now tell me that they started taking testosterone and it helps them lose lots of weight. That sounds nice. I'm willing to inject anything into myself and try it. So hopefully they could test my shit. Not biased, what's I'm saying. I hear good things about it. I hear very good things about it. Hey, Stamplots, what's up? Happy 45 months. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. But yeah, I have that meeting tomorrow. Along with my, I go once a month to use their in-body to get weighed. Yeah, I hope it is. Hi, Bobs. What's up, buddy? He just stood up and nuzzled me and walked away. Tattoo didn't happen. It got postponed. And no, Exterminator still has not happened. I just keep getting ghosted by every company I try to call. Driving me absolutely crazy. Not scratch. That's good luck. Love to hear that. Not happy to hear the sideswipe part, but fucking, there were no flies today, and like barely any yesterday, but now they're starting to show up again in mass, and it makes me pissed off. And I currently have no traps up anywhere. I took all the traps down because of the cleaning people today. I have to mouse over the emote and see what it is. What's wiggle mode? I don't even think they got rustled from somewhere. They're still just spawning wherever they're spawning that I haven't been able to find yet. I think today I might just get rid of my garbage disposal. It could be that, but I've had the cap on it constantly, so I don't think it's that. I still think they're just nesting in the fridge somewhere. I think that's like the most likely. It is a very fucked up plane. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not a fan of that mode. I like to just do it this way. God, I'm so jealous. My friend Joelle, who has an Instagram famous dog, which I find very funny. And she just won, she was just on TV with him for winning like cutest rescue dog competition or something like that. But she was in town because she was visiting other friends who have famous pets who live in the area. And I met up with her and some friends at a bar, and I only drank water the whole time, which was not the easiest, but I was able to do it. But long story short, she also had her cat with her, who she has since also started an Instagram for. And the cat was just fucking chilling. It made me so jealous. I wish I could take out Taco and Boba with me and just have them chill. It'd be so nice. but she's been training the cat since birth. Ooh. Yeah, cat was just chilling in a little carrier, or not even a carrier, like a stroller. Cat was just chilling in a stroller. People walking up, petting him. He was very chill. You know, it's fair. I feel like barring dating someone with a dog, I don't know if I'll ever have a dog again. They're chill, but I feel the same way as dogs as I feel about like kids, which is like they're nice and they're fun little guys, but it's nicer if they go home with someone else. I don't need to deal with like all that responsibility. Yeah, being a dog uncle sounds great. Dog unk. But I'm realizing I have so many barriers to entry on like dating someone. But I don't think I'd be able to date someone with a dog. Just because that means we couldn't live together. Ever. Or until either the dogs go or the cats go. I would try it, I guess, and see if my cats were cool with it, but it would be a deal breaker if the cats weren't cool with it. That's cool. My cats were like, God, they were miserably upset after I had to watch my mom's dog for a few days. They stayed on edge for like a month after that. Winston is cute, but just having Winston for a few days, I was like, yeah, I don't think I ever want a dog again. Yeah, it is true. I have had friends stay over, and they're cool with friends when they stay over after a while. Like after like a couple hours, they'll start coming out again. But yeah, at the end of the day, they really don't know anyone well besides me. I feel like this plane was a really quick clean. But I'm still missing parts. Front wheel supports and front wheels. I'll do it. That's the support. Okay. Very clean plane. Okay. Stuck under the wing. Just want to stand up. Rear wheel support. Is that this pole? It is. There we go. And the rudder. It's probably along that inner seam. There we go. That was a quick one. Another ancient monument. Yeah, the campaign is certainly getting weirder as we go. The last thing we did was an ancient statue. And now we have an ancient monument now. Let me look at this big ancient hand and finger. Is that all it is? Just the big hand? I gotta like clean any of this shit, right? Nah. I can clean the big hand. I do think it's like, you know, I like this game, but it's very funny to like try to be interjecting story and lore and stuff. It's like, bro, just give me the thing to clean. You can send me to 12 different houses. That's fine. We don't have to get into like, oh, here's a fucking weird ass statue that's pointing somewhere. Yeah, put the dirty item in the bag. Just got to do that. Just hit me with the thumb. Oh, what else to talk about? Yeah, I guess I had a few days off, and I guess I really didn't do shit other than like clean my house and go out for about 2 hours. I was still bummed I was disappointed in Eddington. It's that and 28 Years Later both kind of bummed me out in that I was expecting so much more out of them. Cleaning the Blue Prince house? Oh, that'd be so nice. That's fair. A bunch of magic packs. What kinds? Oh yeah, fuck. I forgot I have a whole bunch of Final Fantasy to open. I gotta do that one day this week. Yeah. 28 Years Later. The second half was better than the first half. Same with Eddington, honestly. I don't want to do Eddington spoilers in case anyone is planning on seeing it, because it's still a current movie, right? It's still like a new movie. And 28 seconds later. I was been out for like 6 months. I don't know, I thought it was fairly new. I do have to see one battle after another because people just keep trying to spoil it at me without even trying. It just keeps almost happening repeatedly. So I guess people do want to be talking about it. Yeah, I gotta see it still. I've been hearing a lot about it. I gotta see if it's on any of the Plex servers I'm on. I don't have HBO anymore. Speaking of Plex, I gotta see about I want to get rid of Spotify, but all of the other music services don't have the music I listen to on them. So I'm like, maybe I need to just set up a server. And I saw that there's a Plex audio thing. Nah, I already checked title. It does not. Which is a bummer. Nice. That's fucking sick, Noah. Hell yeah. That is good stuff. Yeah, I plugged in every record I've been listening to lately onto Tidal, and only one of them out of like 15 was there, which is annoying. Nice. I like the Kamigawa stuff is cool. Honestly, the Bloomborough pre-release box is also a nice one to get. Aether Drift is a dud. Foundations is cool. Phyrexia is cool. Dominaria United, Eldraine. Promos for Ixalan and Tack here are interesting. So I think there are certain cards that can be in the promos. Yeah, I think I have. God, I must have almost a full set of Bloomborough. I opened a lot of Bloomborough. The Edge of Eternity is cool, but I haven't been able to find any of it. Like, it just has been permanently sold out since it came out. And that's frustrating. Yeah, I'd open some packs. I have a bunch of Final Fantasy packs I've been sitting on for like a week that I just haven't gotten around to doing on stream yet. I wish it did better on stream. That's what kills me. I wish it streamed better for me. Just clean the whole map like this. Just turn all the sands like a bluish, greenish gray. Yeah. Not extra long, just long. There we go. Yeah, we're just draining local reservoirs while we clean this stuff. Just absolutely decimating the water supply. Watching Cure tonight? Hell yeah, that shit was so good. That's definitely the best movie I've seen recently. By a mile. Movie was fantastic. I gotta decide what's next on my watch list. Like, I have a big watch list. I gotta decide what I'm watching next, rather. I wish I could watch something tonight, but I ain't gonna have any time. I've got... At 7, I've got my Call of Cthulhu one-shot campaign with some local friends, which has been nice. But I feel bad that I'm going to be so tired for it. Because I really did not sleep last night. I was nervous as hell over having the cleaners here today. And then I set an alarm really early. There's like no games I could be a thief in lately. It sucks. They gotta make more games for me. Yeah, there's no games to be menacing in anymore right now. It makes me very sad. I was talking to a friend again today, and I mentioned that if Tarkov could somehow get rid of the cheating, I think it's the only game I'd stream for the rest of my life. You'd never see me stream another game ever again. It's the only thing I would play. Modded Skyrim. Yeah, I'm gonna stream it with nudity mods on. Deadlock is fun, but that's not a game to... That's just like a... MOBAs and FPS games don't count like that. I wish I liked... Or not even like stream it. I wish it was a more streamable game. Apollo is a brave boy. Because that game feels like stream poison. But where I like playing it is again, like I wouldn't play it at all if I wasn't playing with friends. That's the only thing I like about it. Fucking Bear joined us the other night. Rocket League? What about Rocket League? Oh, the soccer. Oh, no. Yeah, the rematch, is it? I think people figured out the meta in like 24 hours, and then it just became unfun to play. Oh, arm is killing me. I've been like leaning on it weirdly this whole time. Oh, you're not the only one, Stroke. I think most people hated watching Rematch. It's one of those games that it seems like you only like to watch it if you play it. And then you got to be watching someone like really good, you know.
The biggest load that we've seen.
Will Wizard, thank you. Happy 52 months. It wasn't you, Pembroke Welsh Corgi. Happy 52 months. I'm sorry for giving your valor to Will Wizard. Thank you. Puck was a lot of fun. But yeah, an unfortunately very short-lived chunk of fun. But yeah, it's hard to find games that are fun to play solo. Like that's why it kills me with Tarkov. Tarkov is so fun to play solo. But PvE, it's another one I would do it with friends, but shooting at AI just does nothing for me. Absolutely nothing. I didn't try Arma yet. I've looked a little bit off stream, but every time I see a mod that looks promising, it's either got a private server or empty servers. Yeah, it was so fun to do, too. It's so fun to rat around with a 5.7. And, like, ratting NPCs ain't shit. Yeah, Tarkov's only fun if there's someone on the receiving end of it. 100%. Reforger has population, but a lot of the mods don't. Also, their server browser is just terrible, I've learned. It, like, looks like you're at the end of the server list, and then you have to, like, scroll your mouse wheel a bunch to get it to keep moving. Even though it says you're at the end of the list. So for a while, I was like, damn, there's only, like, 40 servers in this whole game. But now I could find other servers. But even then, you have to, like, sort alphabetically and just scroll forever to get there. But there's a DayZ mod that I saw people talking about for Reforger that's supposed to feel like old DayZ. Like, it's got that feel. But I only saw, like, 3 servers for it, and 1 was private, and 2 were pretty much empty. No, Arma 2 was really bad with it. I wish someone would make a Battle Royale for Reforger, but I haven't seen or heard anything about that. Hello. Word. Yeah, if it exists, I don't think it's very popular. Because that was another one I just didn't see it at all when I was going through mods and stuff. Most people on Reforger are playing very, in my opinion, super weird Ukraine versus Russia maps that are of like current battlefields that are actually happening. That just seems so crazy weird to me. But that is easily the most popular game mode on there. That's most of the servers are doing that. Yeah. It does seem odd, doesn't it? They did get DDoSed for like months over it from people who are not happy about it. But like people will update the maps like days after a battle happens to be accurate. It is a military sim at the end of the day, though. Like Arma. Less a game, more a military sim. Although Reforger was their attempt to like gamify it a bit. Make it a little more simple. Did they really? That's crazy. That movie did look really bad. Fucking sorry, I had to smack a fly. Trying to get in my eyeball. Oh, it's so annoying. There were no flies all day. And they must have fucking hatched somewhere. Because now I've seen like 20 of them since I went live. No, I don't think any will. I don't think any will survive it. Not to say any of them are like bad, but I don't really like single player games unless it's some shit like this. Yeah. Or like something Vampire Survivors-y. I don't like a game that you have to play for more than like a little bit. No, I haven't checked it out. Someday. I'm out here washing. Yeah, I wish I could erase my memory and just play Baby Steps again. Although I am tempted just to make the climb again on the second run by to see if anything different happens. Just do the whole run over again. Where do I want to go from here? This thing has taken a long time to clean. It's deceptively large. Yeah, I think Grounded 2's been out for a while. I never played the first one because every streamer I know just like went crazy on it. And then got like either bored or finished with it very quickly. It's 2005? No way. I thought it came out like a couple years ago. Did streamers just suddenly discover it one day? Because everyone definitely played it at the same time. Yeah, 2018, 2019 sounds right to me. Or even like, I guess it was like right before COVID maybe? Or right after it? Early access was 2020. Word. I keep trying to tell Goo Crew about Viscera cleanup detail, but no one seems to like it or be interested in it. But I also have already played all of Viscera at this point. I just think it's the best cleaning game out of the cleaning games out there. Hasn't been anything better yet. I still yearn for Minecraft. I'm hoping a Minecraft server finds itself getting kicked up sometime this year. The Goo Crew one is fun, but it's also vanilla, and Luke's the only person who plays it. Streamers yearn for the mines, it's true. Luke was having a lot of fun with it. I feel like modded would blow Luke's mind, and he would ruin his life. Because modded just has so much more to it. Like, depends on the mods, I guess, but vanilla is still fun though. It would be nice to have a big vanilla server. Damn it. Tried to get the fly and I missed. Hello. Hey, it's my pleasure. I am tempted to wrap up a touch earlier than I was gonna and try to take a nap. Because I feel bad that I'm gonna be absolutely corpse-like for my Call of Cthulhu. No, I never got into Noida. It seems cool, but it also seems... After watching McLaffy Taffy play it, I was like, yeah, I ain't never playing this. Just seemed way too involved. That's a good point. It is pretty on brand. Yeah, I don't think that's a game for me. Yeah, it pisses me off that I just feel like there's no good multiplayer games right now. Because that's always been my thing. Like, multiplayer games have always been what I like to do on Twitch. And there's just not a lot out there right now. At least nothing that's super up my own alley. London 2012 is calling. If that, I wish that game was not like rare and expensive. I don't think we'll ever see London again, just because I don't think anyone's willing to play it besides like me and Ryan, and maybe Apollo. I know Chipley's ass is done with it. I know Mouth's done with it. I even think Apollo's done with it. I think it might have been Corey who was still like on board. Repo was a lot of fun, but no one I know wants to play Repo anymore. Everyone just kind of got burnt out on it. Hello. What's up? Co-op Megabunk game out of time. It sounds familiar, but I don't think I've seen it. Any cool upcoming releases? I think I have 0 games I'm looking forward to, except for Walkabout. That's the Goose Game people's new game. I think it's called Walkabout. That's like the only game I'm looking forward to. I'm sure it's fine. I need a multiplayer game that I can do zany things in. That just doesn't exist right now. There's no games to be zany in. I'm still I'm gonna go fucking crazy. One more fly tries to land on my face, I'm just gonna leave for a while. I think I'm on my hard fuck EA stance now. But I feel like all the battlefields are like super played for a few days, and then everyone just kind of moves on. I mean, Deadlock is fun, but not for streaming. No, it definitely doesn't stream well. That shit is stream poison. It'd be the same as me going, I'm going to stream League of Legends for a bit. Definitely doesn't stream well. I wish it did. Well, even that, I say I wish it did, but I feel like anything I stream with a 6-stack of people will probably stream okay, but people are just, they're not even watching the game, they're just listening. You know? Yeah. Yeah, people watch MOBAs for people who are really good at MOBAs. The same with something like Counter-Strike. But yeah, I'm bitter about Tarkov. Will never solve its cheating problem. And Darker patched all the fun out of the game. And now it's barely played anymore. God, it's still so funny to me. I'm still sick of Dota. And I haven't played it since Warcraft 3 Dota All-Stars. But I played so much of it back then that I'm just permanently sick of Dota. And I just think that's crazy. I've been sick of Dota since like 2004. It just too much. Did way too much of it. I don't know. I tried to play Dota 2 a few times, and I was just like, nope, still sick of this. Don't ever want to play this again. It's still too similar. It do look like a butt. What's up, Mike? I love playing a MOBA. I just hate streaming a MOBA. Deadlock is at least like first person, which is a nice spin on it. 7 days to die come back? I hope so. I'm pissed off because Sips was like, let's play next week. And then that was last week. And I had nothing but free time last week. And then this weekend, he was like, let's play this week. And I was like, well, I can't do Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Friday. And Ravs can't do Thursday. So. Or 3D, I guess. Yeah. But he got taken by Clover Pit. And I have a feeling in this 1 week that we can't play it, he's going to get taken by something else. Which is why I did not rent a 7-day server. But maybe next week it'll happen. Zomboid is in a cool spot, but it doesn't have multiplayer for the beta. Need a server for that? It makes it better for sure. I didn't realize how fucking far that was down. Jesus. For anything these days? God, a lot of shit. Yeah, there's mods to make it multiplayer, but a lot of them are unstable, and then the game will patch and it'll break the multiplayer build, and it's just not worth it. I'll just wait until that shit's official. I was really excited to try one multiplayer mod for Zomboid. And I remember I was gonna hit Demi up about it, but a bunch of the new systems just didn't work with it. It was just like, works with the current beta, and then in like tiny little asterisk print at the bottom, but no farming or no animals, and no this and no that. And I was like, well, that's everything in the patch. That's all the new stuff. It does have multiplayer, but it's only on the official branch. And right now it's been lots of beta branch stuff for the last like year or so. But I think there's only one dev for Zomboid, maybe two. It's still insane to me that they lost like years worth of progress because they had all of their code on a single laptop that got stolen and it was not backed up anywhere. That's just psychotic to me. I can't imagine. Yeah, they lost like years of development time, or maybe a year of development time. But that's why Zomboid has been so slow. They had to like start over. I didn't even notice the new 3D graphics thing. That's wild. Oop. I can't get like far enough away from that. Can I jump on the fingers? Get back here? Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, I think they said they want the beta completely done before they like add multiplayer to it. I think was the thing. So who knows when the fuck that'll be? That could literally be never, or it might be like years from now. That game develops at a glacial pace. The Fun Pimps. God, that's like the most tragic name for a dev studio on Earth. The Fun Pimps. That's Zomboid though, not 7 Days. I was talking about 7 Days. I might have said Zomboid on accident, or I might have said 7 Days on accident, but meant Zomboid. The Fun Pimps. Any fun pimps in chat? We got any fun pimps here? Like, I don't know if I'd be able to, like, go out in public if people knew I was part of a team called the Fun Pimps. Like, I don't know. Pissbender is not bad. Pretty nice.
We got any people tonight that are...
Oh, thank you, Chip. I'm the fun pimp. I love that, Brandon. Yeah, I was talking a little about 7 Days. I was talking about Zomboid, and then the Fun Pimps got brought up. What's up, Jasky? My favorite fun pimp. Thank you. Happy 127 months. I'm sparkling. Yeah, I think me sips Ravs and Mouth. We're gonna play 7 Dies at some point once the schedules sync up. But I also refuse to hold my breath on that until it happens. It is accurate. And the fun pimps are accurate too. Those guys are fun and they're pimps. I'm playing. I'm just playing. For anyone who doesn't know, the studio who makes 7 Days to Die is called the Fun Pimps. I don't want you to just think I've gone crazy. I think it's open to interpretation. Sorry, fucking flies are driving me insane again. I had my entire house scrubbed today. So, wherever it is they're feasting is not anywhere I could access. Nah, it seems to be the same amount they've been for 3 months now. Oh, I'll die eventually. That's right, crap socialist. That is correct. I have not. I am admittedly not a barbecue chip enjoyer though. I would only eat a barbecue chip if it was put in front of me for free. And even then I'd probably be a bit of a bitch about it. It's like the one chip I don't like is a barbecue chip. I think every other flavor good. An oniony all dress. That does sound interesting. No, I think I'm just a simple man with chips. Because like I would rather just have like a sour cream and onion over anything. Or salt and vinegar. Or ranch. Or French onion. Or dill. I'm glad dill chips have finally become a thing in North America. Now they're seemingly fucking everywhere. Although I gotta see, I've had several people try to tell me the Utz pickle chips are the best pickle chips. And I genuinely think they're the worst ones I've had. They're not pickly enough. They're just not flavored enough in general. I like a Nuts chip. I just don't like the pickle one. I don't know the brand, but I know Trader Joe's sells a kettle-cooked pickle chip, and that shit goes crazy. I never buy it, though, because I don't have good self-control with chips. The only chips in my house right now are fucking Quest protein chips, which probably have a lot of lead in them, I've come to learn. And Quest protein chips are easy to not overeat on because they're not good. It's very easy to not eat too many of those. Bilko, what's up? Oh, the Snyder's pretzel bites are so good. I've never messed with the jalapeno ones, but the honey mustard ones go nuts. Although those, I remember being like, oh, they're pretzels. They can't be that bad. They're like way more calories than a bag of chips would be. Like a fairly small bag of honey mustard, the Snyder's pretzel bites is the same calorically as like a family-sized bag of Doritos. And that pisses me off. It shouldn't be that way. What's up, Luna Lee? Happy 48 months. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, super calorie dense. I need the flies to go away so I can start cooking again. It's driving me absolutely crazy. I'm trying to be back on my psychotic level of calorie counting. But if you're eating out or getting delivery, it's over. Like I got a breakfast at First Watch and I was like, oh, that was like 1,200 calories. That's like almost my whole day. But if I could just make a couple eggs at home, that shit ain't nothing. Like a 200-calorie breakfast. Yeah. Hello. Monosyllabic name. Hello. Yeah, I wound up with Taco Bell today. And I definitely, in one fell swoop, had like a day and a half of calories. It's hooked up to the power washer's bladder. It's all piss. Yep. He's got the Halo suit. Full of piss. Yeah, the game is conditioned. I don't even like read the little messages on the side ever. Get rid of that lore. Give me some shit to clean. Yeah, I know. We could have made one stupid Sora video with all this water. God, I'm so fucking tired. Yeah, I might try to take an hour nap. I just worry that I'm not going to wake up from the hour nap and then I'll oversleep for the stuff I got to do at 7. I don't want to do that. But I also don't think I'm making it much past 9 o'clock with how tired I am. And I think the group's going to like 11. I don't know, I've been better about waking up to an alarm. Like, I didn't get to sleep until close to 4 a.m. And I set an alarm for 7:30. And I woke up to it. But I was also anxious as fuck to make sure I woke up. And I think that was enough to propel me. Nah, today's dinnerless. I had too much Taco Bell. That Taco Bell was breakfast, lunch, and dinner rolled into one. That Taco Bell is probably the next 2 days of breakfast, lunch, and dinner rolled into one. A lot of calories in that stuff. But no, it was like a full. I don't know. I'm trying to do. My trainer told me not to go any lower than 1,600 calories a day. That's my. I should not have less than that in a day. So I'm trying to get as close to that as I can. But that shit is not easy. $1,600 your max right now? Yeah, that's a rough amount. That is what I should be aiming for. Yeah, much easier when I've got stuff I know I can cook in the house. Much harder when it's all delivery and fast food and shit like that. Yeah. $1,000 daily, that's crazy though. Yeah, my trainer said nothing under 1,600 because I need to be able to still do the powerlifting without like hurting myself. A pre-made meal sponsor when you need it. I do think the one of those that I did used to like fell off pretty hard. Last time I did it, I was like, he's got real bad, huh? They weren't terrible, but they were nowhere near as good as they used to be. They also apparently have crazy levels of cholesterol too. And I started taking an absolutely massive fish oil pill every day that I think is supposed to be good for cholesterol. I keep forgetting, I had a doctor tell me to buy a blood pressure cuff. And I was like, oh, I already have one. And she was like, is it for a wrist? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, throw it away. Not useful. I was like, oh. But I need to get a blood pressure cuff because I might need blood pressure meds. But I also think it makes sense that my blood pressure is crazy with like 3 months of a fly infestation. Not true at all. I've heard that from so many people that they're just unreliably inaccurate. At least every time I try to get a reading with it, it's all over the damn place. I'll get like 5 different readings if I do it 5 different times, and they're vastly different. Yeah, Upper Arm ones are like the standard ones. Yeah, I don't know what brand mine is. I know it doesn't have batteries. I know that much. I have to get new batteries for it. Nah. I do wish this game was more punishing. Like, I like that Viscera cleanup detail. You gotta get every pixel of shit clean. But on this one, once you've got something mostly clean, it, like, auto-completes. Like that. Oh, it's so good, Jasky. This is such a damn good game. Water limit. There would be a good reason then to buy the soaps. Like, you could buy soaps that make your washer better, but it just feels like cheating. But if you were limited by the amount of water, it would make sense to have to use soaps. Hello. Let me get up here a little bit. Well, the hand is done. The phalanxes are still fucked up, though. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. God, I've only ever encountered a bathroom attendant once, and I was severely drunk. And I remember laughing at the guy and being like, "You here to help me piss?" I didn't really understand what was going on. I just thought it was so funny to have like a little helper in the bathroom. I was like, "Nah, I'm good, man." I don't think he did help me piss. A very long time ago. I just don't, I don't think I'm ever in places fancy enough to warrant a bathroom attendant. Which is probably a good thing. Fins and webbing. It would be nice if they held it for you. That would just be good. Fins? Oh yeah, there they are. Let's go. At a strip club in LA. God, I've never been to a strip club. And I think it's so funny. The strip clubs in Virginia are no nudity. No nudity allowed. So I'm like, how are any in operation? How do they exist? Who's going to them? Horny nudity? That's just so crazy to me. Yeah, I do feel like it would be very weird. All right, we've done the cleaning.